Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's Wednesday. It's 11 o'clock Eastern. So, Coffee with Creators. This is like the 70-something episode. Yeah, I got Mynxii White. Yeah, I know. I got Mynxii White with me today. We're going to go into who this and this whole aesthetic, this amazing elevation we've just brought to the event space for you guys. But first, you know what we got to do? We got to do the housekeeping here. So first of all, I want to say a quick thank you to Leica for sponsoring this. Mynxii is a Leica ambassador, but Leica is one of those brands that you just say, oh, it's a Leica. It's 100 years running strong, been through wars. They have a standard unlike any other in this industry. Their glass standard alone is a legacy. I mean, the elements that what they put the elements of their glass through to be chosen, to be put into a Leica lens, to then create the images out of a Leica, unreal. Insane.
Yeah.
So if you don't know what that's about, also Daniel Norton, if you just ask him, he'll go like, oh, it's so nice. That's all you need to know, right? Hit the links down below to check out the full line from Leica. The Q series, I think, is very, forget about it. Also, you can come to the store. This is not a green screen. This is 42 West 18th Street. There are Leica cameras on display. Bring a memory card, shoot something, take the images home, take a look at them, really see what it's about. Start learning about color science and the nuances and the subtleties and what's so, I call them rich. The images out of a Leica are very rich. I go on forever. Hit the links down below. Thank you, Leica, for sponsoring. I also want to give a quick shout to Tenba for sponsoring this because you get a special edition rare Coffee with Creators metal engraved Tenba bag.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming on.
I'm really excited. I love a good bag.
Everybody. I think photographers will always love a good bag.
I mean, you can never have enough of these.
No, and this is like super, I don't even have one of these, so it's enjoy it.
Thank you.
Tenba, since 1977, was started by a photographer right here in New York. If you have been a photographer for quite a while, you probably had a Tenba. So check out the links down below for their full lineup. And I want to give a huge thank you to our coffee guy, Gotham Roasters, for hooking us up. They're owned by a photographer and a filmmaker. So if you're coming to an event here, these chairs are for you, but go to 19th Street, one block up, say what's up, say Adorama sent you, get your coffee, come hang out, get a class going. Cheers, kid. What'd you get?
Cheers. A vanilla latte with oat milk.
I did not see that coming. I thought it was going to be like Death Black with black and more black.
No, I like it sweet. It's really bad.
I kind of get it. So just to give you an idea, when I met her a million years ago, it was ice purple long hair. Now it's this aesthetic. But we're going to get into who you are in a second.
So embarrassing.
Oh, it's not embarrassing. We've all, listen, if you don't evolve, if you don't try, okay, who is Mynxii White? Let's get into this, all right? So Mynxii White is a photographer, a filmmaker, a director, and honestly, the word that keeps coming up when I think about her or see anything from her is aesthetic. I mean, there are things about certain work that's sophisticated, elevated, that you can't really put a title on, a label on, a feel on, but you can actually, you can put a feel on it. That's the feel I got. I get like this aesthetic to you. It's dark. It's a little bit of dreamlike meets nightmare, but not really, and sort of like you're waking up a little bit. It's that space between waking up from a nightmare, trying to remember what room you're in, and then realizing it's beautiful.
I will take all of that. Thank you
so
much.
Totally.
I've always been attracted to like the in-between liminal spaces, all of that stuff. It's kind of like where my vision lies. Is I used to weirdly be obsessed with like the weird spaces in alleyways, like the quiet alleyways, the weird things that nobody looks at, the stuff that no one pays attention to. And I try to excuse me, hello. And I try to live there and create from there. But then I'm also like, of course, bubbly and but it's a balance between those two things. But mostly the spooky, creepy stuff is my favorite. I mean, Floria Sigismondi is my favorite director of all time. She was a mentor to me. She's like mother. I would love her. I owe her. She's the reason I put a camera in my hand.
Wow, that's a big.
Floria is amazing. Well, she wrote and she directed Marilyn Manson's The Beautiful People back in the 90s. Wrote and directed The Runaways. She's incredible, and she's also super spooky, and also has the long black hair. Sorry, I stole your steez, but I really I was like, I just want to wear your skin. I hope that's okay.
This little Silence of the Lambs never hurt anybody, right?
It's fine. I'm like, don't take this the wrong way, but I just kind of want to wear your skin. I think you're amazing. She just came out with a beautiful music video, I think yesterday or the day before yesterday. And it's everything that I love about her.
If you can find someone that inspires you that much, it's like gas in your tank. And I feel like you can always rely back on that. And I think that's important, right? You find the people that like one of the people forever will always be for me is Martin Scorsese. Like if I ever get stuck on something, like
Of
I just
course.
got to watch Goodfellas for the 8 millionth time. And I'll get my brain back in order, you know. But if you don't have that, it's really hard to find it on your own
Did
from
you
nothing.
see the documentary that just came out, directed by a woman? Sorry, I had to point it out. Super
What's the story
important.
about? I am so strapped for time, and I keep getting emails like, "Hey, there's a documentary you might like. I will watch
it's
it."
so good.
I'm sure.
So good.
I feel so tied to everything that guy's done. My father fixed half those guys' cars in those movies, so
Yeah.
like I just feel like. Plus, when you look at the dice roll in Casino, when you watch the one takes in Goodfellas,
I mean,
This
there's
is-
nothing like it.
it's decades old, and they still hold so strong.
He still has it. He's still got it. And then if I follow his daughter's TikTok, which I think is so cute, and she follows
Oh,
around
yeah,
her
yeah,
dad, and it makes it like humanizes him, and it makes it very cute. So it was nice to put a human being behind all of the brilliant work that I see that's inspired me. And
Well, that's kind of what this is all about. Like we always see what's curated and delivered to our social media, but we don't really get a chance to see who the human beings are. And unless you follow them, but why would you follow someone you're not sure of yet? So that's kind of like,
Yeah.
I'm like, let me put someone in this chair every time I'm live that I think you guys should know. Speaking of which, hi, we're live. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. George, what's going on? Brian, Alonzo, hope you guys are doing well. I do feel like I want to shut that air conditioner off, but if you guys can hear, let me know. I'll get out of this chair and I'll leave her to fend for herself. So what happened with your life that shattered and crashed the floor that you had to get super dark and just live in the shadow spaces?
I've always liked the creepy stuff.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
you're
know.
so like, if I heard just your voice, I would picture like a cartoon hippopotamus that's a vegetarian. Like,
Well, when you met me with the long purple hair, like, God, well, I'm 40 now. And so you must have met me back in my 20s. I'm trying to think of like hair colors and years that I was alive because the hair colors, I've had every single hair color and everything from down to my butt to, pixie cuts and this and that. So I'm trying to think of which haircut you met me at because that's a stage in my life. And that was definitely, God, I was living in LA in my 20s, living in a Section 8 apartment, trying to survive, trying to keep the lights on.
yeah.
And was like doing burlesque dancing. I was tattoo modeling. I was a makeup artist for 20 years. I don't know if you paid me, I'd do it. I mean, within reason.
Leaving
Legally,
that alone.
yeah.
I'm leaving that alone.
If
But
if it was legal, I did it.
I
So-
thought we connected through the makeup industry because I did a lot in that world. I was like, do we meet at IMATS? We meet at this magazine?
Maybe.
I was like, I have no idea. I really can't place it. But when I heard that we were going to have you as a guest, I was like, I know this name. And then I was like, I've been Facebook friends for 15 years. Why do I know this person?
So crazy.
But
yeah.
I think that's just creative in spaces like New York and LA, which you think are huge cities.
Yeah.
But when you talk about industry and circle, it isn't, because you go to people who are reliable. Hey, Teresa, can you shut the air off, please? You go to people who are reliable, because I think, especially with where you're working now, you're doing a lot of video work, directing for brands. I'm talking like McLaren F1. I'm talking about for Leica. Like, I feel like filthy next to this one. I feel so low. No, no, but the reality is that they don't want to go looking around. They want to go to people who are reliable, that understand their brand, deliver at a standard, right? So then that becomes a tighter and tighter percentage of people in that area.
The
right?
circles get smaller and smaller. And I told my husband this. The more I've traveled out of the country, the more I realize how small my world, really, the world is. And it's been freaking me out. Like I went to Paris with V Magazine, and I went to Germany for the like 100 year. And I went, I've been in and out of Europe a lot over the summer. And every time I'm there, I run into people that I know, and it kind of freaks me out. I don't like it, actually. It just, the world is so much smaller than you think it is. And it really reminds you, like, if the world is small, the communities are even smaller than that. Everyone knows each other, which is like great. It's wonderful. I love the community. This is what I thrive on. The Leica community has been like my family since I picked up a camera. Like I said, I was a makeup artist for 20 years, and I worked on a shoot for Leica S magazine before. That's when we used to have, I say we, like, 'cause I've been with Leica for so long, it's we at this point. Leica S magazine no longer exists, but we were shooting at the time. I was a makeup artist for Ellen Von Unworth for like 8 years.
Oh, okay.
And so I was her makeup artist on that shoot, and I was so inspired by it all. And I was inspired by Leica itself, like the camera, the lens, like everything that I was seeing was so different than what I was used to seeing with other photographers, because that's what I did for a living, was, work with other photographers. Sorry, my nose is running. It was so cold outside today.
It is disgusting out.
It is
It's
so cold out.
She picked the worst day to do this.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know what you're doing. But
It's like, keep it together. Keep
they
it
said,
together.
"Oh, is this goth chick coming in? Let's make a bunch of rain and cold happen."
Yeah,
I was
like don't be.
it's
don't
like the
be
crow
gross.
outside.
Don't be
It's
gross
like,
on camera. Don't be gross. Anyway, but I was so inspired by the camera because I saw the images and they are different, you know, than and everything else that I've seen. And so I just sent like a dry DM to Leica S Magazine on Instagram. I was like, hey, I just worked with Ellen on your shoot and I was really inspired by the cameras. I'm not looking for a mentorship. I'm not looking for a sponsorship. I'm not looking for anything. I just want to know what you would recommend as my first camera, because I've never touched a camera before, ever, outside of my cell phone. And I was really inspired, and I think Leica is it, and I would really like to move forward. And they're like, what an interesting, Frank and Adita, if they ever see this, thank you, I love you. You're the reason I'm here. That was the beginning. And they were like, wow, what an interesting story. Actually, we would love to follow your journey if you don't mind. And, you know, we'd love to mentor you. And I've been with Leica ever since. And, you know, I met Kieran, who was the marketing director at the time, and now Mary Irene, who's now the new marketing
Mary
director.
Irene.
I love her.
If you guys don't know, Mary Irene was our former director here for the content team, the brand, and everything like that. So we are things just keep tying and get tighter, and then like I'm telling you, watch. You guys have to write in those comments that you want her to do a talk here or a demo here or a workshop here. I will suck her into this event space and do some more stuff.
And we've got Jack here too, who's also part of the Leica team.
Leica rolls deep, guys. It's like, but it's also really tight knit. I mean, first of all, Leica people, they are a type of people. I mean, you go to workshops and people talk about shooting, but you go to a Leica event.
Oh, that is good.
It is, right?
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, you go to a Leica event and they're like, oh, my shutter button is the color of sapphire. That like,
Oh
I mean,
my
the
God,
aesthetic
dude.
talking is like, oh, and it's not a bad thing. It's just a different corner of the industry, which it can be
I'm
appreciated.
trying to work my way around that too, by the way.
Oh, okay.
I thought I was cool by getting the Noctila, because I was like, as a woman, you know, you have to show up a little harder because no, like
I don't know. Come on.
I know it's a man's world,
The
and
gear
like
isn't showing up hard. The gear is just something you bought. It's not showing up hard. Come on.
I don't know. The boys all look at you like this. Yeah, I get looked up and down with the gear that I bring in, and I thought, okay, I bought the Nocti. That's like the best. That's like the flex. That's my Maserati lens. That's like the big one, and that shuts it down, like any kind of like what is she doing here kind of vibe. Shuts it down. I got the gear, but now it's like it's the camo straps. It's like it's getting it engraved. It's like you know getting the skins, and I'm like, fuck, man, I just can't win. God, I can't afford this life.
So what I will agree with that is like sometimes showing your choice of what you went with for the tool can make a statement. But I've never seen a segment of this industry not ask me what I shoot or show an image. They go like, "Oh, your camera strap." I'm like, "I don't even use straps, bro." So, but it's not braided leather. I'm like,
oh my God,
what is happening here?
There's
It's so
a
interesting.
Whole other part of this universe that I just barely. I keep hitting this thing. He gave me an Apple box so it wouldn't swing around.
Oh, but
I'm still like I'm a mover.
I totally felt you could sense that she was going to be a fidget kid over here.
I know. I get nervous. I'm really nervous, y'all. Like,
oh please.
Everything I put online is very curated. I'm trying to like get out of that.
Couldn't figure that out.
I'm trying to be a little more human. I started as a Substack. That's embarrassing, but I'm trying.
I can't get into Substack.
It's really
It's kind of work. I'm like, I got to read all this, dude.
It's a lot of work. It's been actually a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it. My husband's been on top of me on Sundays. He's like, "Did you write your Substack this morning?" I missed it this week.
Wow.
I posted Friendsgiving, but it will be coming out today. And it's kind of just a way to, put some real images out of my life and what I'm doing, and talk about how I really feel about the week, and not just the really pretty pictures I put on my Instagram stories.
Jacob in the chat's actually asking, what was the recommendation for the first camera? What did they actually say to you? What was the recommendation?
They said to start with an M, which I got an M8 with me.
Wow.
And they call that the poor man's Leica. I don't know why, because it was still so expensive.
Isn't that the deluxe though? Isn't the deluxe the lower cost?
Yeah. Well, the M is classic. The Leica, you want to start with an M. It's super, super classic. I started with my M8. I had a Zeiss lens. I couldn't afford a Leica yet. That was a borrowed Zeiss lens. Thank you, Bill Brown, for letting me borrow that for like 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah. Yeah, man, I was a poor makeup artist living in government housing.
You know,
Okay, like
we should
I
actually
couldn't
talk about that because I don't think
afford
people
anything.
realize how little some makeup artists make and how hard they have to work. Makeup artists, I know you guys have to be in there before anybody because I
Oh
can't
my
shoot
God.
unless you guys are done, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they're the last ones to leave because I also use them as a liaison to talent, like they're kind of a handler, kind of, right?
Well, yeah, because you're in there this close to their
You
faces.
built some trust.
Forever. Yeah. And weirdly enough, you either get treated really, really well, like royalty, like with the talent, or you get treated really terribly, like the
Yeah.
lowest on the totem pole. And I, as a makeup artist, I was with an agency, I was working with celebrity, I was teaching classes for the Nick Knight Mastered program.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
used to teach with him too back in the day. So I was doing the thing, but in just another category. I just,
But you're building relationships in the same industry.
which I'm really appreciative of. So even though I never want to go back there, I've moved on.
it.
It's been like officially 2020 is when I left my makeup agency, and I got signed the same day with the current agency I'm at now.
I'm sorry, was it Chroma?
Oh, Chromista, I just got signed with, is a production company.
Okay.
So I'm with Exclusive Artists, but I'm also signed with Darren Aronofsky's production company, Chromista.
Oh, just
Which is
did
cool.
you guys pick up all these names yet? I mean, they're all over the floor right now. So
Sorry.
no, Aronofsky's amazing. Look, I was Wrecking for a Dream, like, was a huge influence on me when I was younger. I shot a lot of docudrama stuff from when I was in the gallery world.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever want to go back to that world. But
Documentaries are tough. That's what my husband does, and it's a lot of work, and I do not envy him. They're really cool because he does a lot of murder docs.
that's cool.
So I get really jealous
cool.
because I like the spooky stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's reality spooky stuff. That's like,
Yeah, that's
you know,
crazy.
no, I did docudramas. I actually was like recreating.
Okay.
So it was just like, and that's where I kind of developed the photo side of things, where I could, if I can make you believe that was an actual documentation or documentary, when I have to create the fantasy side of it, this light really looks like this. There's more than just pointing a light at something going, yeah.
There's a lot to it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
really, really, really hard, and I do not envy you at all.
You, first of all, you're shooting music videos on Leica, okay?
Every single thing that I have ever done, and this is not an ad, okay?
It is turning. It's like I swear. It's,
Well, it's just
you believe in the gear. You believe.
I love it. Well, I believe in the gear. I believe in the family. They've been so supportive from the beginning. They've done nothing but like completely 1,000% stand behind me.
Here, that's her badge.
I mean, it's really starting to sound like an ad. God, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
But it's my life. It's a really, really, really big part of it. And the people that are in that community are a huge part of it. And like the opportunities I have, I wouldn't listen, I'd still be a photographer now,
Yeah.
regardless of what camera was in my hand. But I wouldn't be as far along as I am now without the people who believed in me and pushed me and supported me and continue to sit behind me right now.
Yeah.
And be here for me all the way from Jersey on a train, which I came from Jersey yesterday, and that was a nightmare.
Jersey.
No,
Oh,
I love Jersey. I was in a car with a friend, and we missed our exit 9 times. And that added a whole extra hour. I love you, Oliver.
man. It's interesting though, because I think a lot of makeup artists have and I've met a lot of makeup artists that then buy a camera and have a tough time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to call it a stigma,
Mm-hmm.
but there's something about makeup artists that in an industry they look at you as like flaky or not serious.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you go like, well, now I'm gonna have my own set, and
Oh,
it's like that barrier must have been nuts.
It was so hard. That was actually going from makeup to a photographer was one of the hardest things I've ever done. People were really awful to me about it. They were really mean.
What people though?
I can't name
No, not name names, but like, are we talking about like
just for other photographers?
agencies or okay?
Other photographers, female photographers,
Really?
friends. They're like, oh, so you're a photographer now? Okay. Okay.
You know what
Sure.
the problem
Good
is?
luck.
There's nothing that actually says you're a photographer. We don't get like a card that we earned. People just go, I'm a photographer now. And
No,
so
you just pick up your phone and start shooting. Like you can start posting reels, like start editing in Visco. Like, hire me, Visco. I love you. Did you hear that? I'm a big fan.
what is this episode?
But you just, you don't need an actual camera to start doing, making your art and creating the things that you want to see. And, as much as I'm trying to get out of scrolling TikTok religiously,
I can't do
I'm so addicted.
can't
I'm
do
so
TikTok.
addicted. I got to stop. That's why I'm trying to become addicted to Substack instead, because I need something a little smarter.
At least you're reading, right?
Exactly. But I
How
just
sad is that? At least you're reading.
no, I love it. But like I learned to romanticize my life, and it started there, and then it translated into the cameras that were in my hands. And so I started shooting everything, and it just grew into this huge passion. And I realized, because I started doing makeup when I was 14 for Tony and Guy. I don't know if anybody
Tony and Guy.
Tony and
Wow.
Guy. I used to teach, travel, train, work on after school and weekends
I
at
haven't heard that
14
name.
in forever,
Wow.
right? So that's how I started. 14 years old. It was so illegal,
They tried to get me to shoot.
but
this
I did work for them. Oh, of course.
a million years ago. They were like, I showed them a book, and they were like, yeah, what dates? And I was like, wait, what do we? They didn't even think I was asking for like a payment.
Of course not, because it isn't it like I'm not going to talk badly about where I started from. Yeah.
Not gonna get worked up, okay?
But no, that's where I started. I was 14. Yeah, Tony and Guy. So like I did makeup for so long that it didn't even occur to me that I could do anything else. It's like you touched a makeup brush, that is what you do for the rest of your
Yeah,
life.
isn't that crazy? Like
Yeah.
you get locked in these like boxes, thinking like, what? Well, that's what all I do. This is all I am.
This is all like this, like this is the only option I have. So when I had a camera, it changed my whole life, and it really like I don't want to say I didn't realize how much I disliked makeup, because I did have fun, and after
But it's a
20
job.
years, it became just a job. I didn't really love it. People would talk so excitedly about makeup products, and I would go to IMATS, and I was like, I honestly don't give a fuck about any of this.
Yeah.
Can I say that word? Sorry, I did curse.
It is what it is.
I'm like, I don't care. And I saw how excited my assistants were getting and how into it they are. And people are like, oh my God, what's your favorite lipstick? I'm like, whatever's free. I
Because
don't know.
You know what it is? People get addicted to this fake micro 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
So when I used to shoot for IMATS, I shot for the Chelsea Piers one. So
Cool.
yeah, but
I
you
mean,
wa-
they were always so much fun.
yeah, but you watch people come in that didn't actually work on sets, but said they were makeup artists. So then
Yeah.
this is their chance. They come with their face completely macked out. And I used to call it macked out. And
I worked at the MAC counter and I was 17 at
I
a
totally
Nordstrom
believe
for like a year, and it was horrible.
oh, I'm sure. What the athleisure mom's going like, excuse me.
My God, I was like, I think the number 2 salesperson, excuse me, and they were still like, why aren't you selling enough? Like, why you're not wearing enough eyelashes? It felt like I was working at like a Fridays, like you're not wearing enough flair.
Yeah,
like
yes.
it was so bad. It wasn't about the makeup artistry. It was about how much we sold, and when you were the top person, it wasn't ever enough. It was never
It's
enough.
a store, kid.
It's a store.
It's a store.
I get it. It's a business, but like it took the magic out of it for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know, like I want to just make art, man. But so does everybody.
Yeah, but I think you picked a good era. Like you picked a good era to be born in. Not the because I got to tell you, I think when I was coming up, when I was a kid, there was no social media, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was shooting to literally put images into like a shoebox, or I used to go to Union Square with a back pocket full of prints.
That's
and
cool.
Yeah, but it went to like 3 friends. You know, like here, makeup artists can literally share what they're doing, so it doesn't just die at their makeup count. What do you call those things?
Well,
Vanity. I don't know.
at their makeup event. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
the makeup
In their room, it just
Mm-hmm.
dies right there and goes away. They can share with the whole world. So I think when you start picking up a camera and you have a place to post your work and actually feel it hit or connected or something came back, that's where the fuel comes from. I think. I don't want to talk for you, but
I think the most people that ask me about photography are makeup artists now. They're like, wow, like what are you using? What are you using?
Right.
Because every single hairstylist, makeup artist, they're all shooting their own work now, you know, because they're doing celebrity, they're like doing get ready with me's and all of these things. And they're having to shoot. They're also having to become videographers and photographers and all of these
they're
things.
content producing.
Exactly. We're all content creators now. So all of us in some way, shape, or form have to know how to work our way around a camera. And we have to know how to edit, and have to know how to post our work, or we just don't get hired.
They have to learn how to refine. You have to
Yeah.
understand like editing yourself down to so it's super digestible, coherent, connects, makes your points. But I honestly, almost every hair person that comes up to me or makeup person, the first thing I'm like, get rid of your ring light.
Yeah.
Let's get you to understand light, and then we'll worry about what we're using to record that light. Because that's usually the biggest issue is that they have like, why does all my stuff look the same as everyone else? Because it's the same light, kid.
Yeah.
You're just nostrils and eyeballs.
You still have to bring in the drama and the shadows, and but
Texture, man.
there's a reason why, like, you know, people do lighting, and then there's people who do the photography. That's you. See, thank you. Without you, my work wouldn't look as.
Oh, I haven't even worked with you. Stop this schmoozing. This like a schmooze thing, guys. It's a weird thing. They it just like manifests. I don't know.
No, I think we're just appreciative of what everybody does, because I've done everything from, from being a PA to a makeup artist to a hairstylist. I assisted a stylist once. I'll never do that again. I have so much respect for stylists. It's so hard. I was like, oh, absolutely fucking never again. Not that. Producers, everything. I've worn every single hat, and I know how hard every single person works. And without that one element of the whole team, the whole thing would fall apart.
Yeah, but I also think that is the same. I relate it to the same thing as people who are rude to waiters and retail employees.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you've worked those industries, you understand that they're worth the tip. They're worth talking to like a human, maybe remembering their name. If you worked as a PA and you treat PAs like garbage, you've never been a PA.
Yeah, 100%. I think everybody if someone is on your set with you, it's because they belong there. It's because they were hired to do a job and that they are good at.
Yeah.
So like there's no reason to be rude to anyone ever.
But they'll go that extra
time.
for you. That's the thing. They'll do that extra thing that you don't even know that they're doing. They're doing things that you're not even aware of, but they want to do it because it's for you, because you treated them right.
But it's also fun to watch those people grow in the industry too. The PA to director pipeline is amazing. Makeup artist to director pipeline happen right here.
Yeah, that's endearing. I'm too cold for that.
I don't know.
No, I get it. Look,
it's nice. I like to watch it. I like to watch people succeed. It's nice to see it happen because
that's fair.
Because, well, I don't know, like it's you have to actively work very hard to keep yourself where you are too. So it's like can't get too comfortable at the top.
No, totally. Well, I look at the top like medium. Like I'm like grateful I work, But like people that come sit here and come to the classes, like this is keeping the next generation of the industry going. Mm-hmm. If you think you're going to have longevity, you're not going to have it without the next generation coming up behind you.
1,000%.
So what do you look for in your crew? Do you go with people that based on their work? Like, what are you looking for when you put it? You're hired. You got to do a music video or a campaign. What do you look for in your crew?
I need you to know what the fuck you're doing.
Okay.
First of all,
I'm gonna need you to stop cursing. How's that?
I need you to know what you're doing. And then also I just need nice people. Nice people go a long way. I need the crew to like all get along with each other. I don't need them all to get along with each other, but isn't it nice when people are just nice?
I don't want to forget about this. So I'm gonna. This is your Vimeo page.
Oh yeah.
And
I haven't updated it in a long time. Sorry.
Look at Kurt Russell, Doja Cat. Was that Travis Barker I just saw? Amber Rose.
Yeah.
But you also have this.
Oh, say Sura just officially released today. We did a short film with Leica, actually. It's one of the very, very first short films that we've ever done. And we did it for the SL3S Leica campaign. They wanted me to shoot something, and I was like, well, I shoot video. So like what the campaign needs to be me shooting a video. So why not make a short film with Leica? And then we put it through the festival circuit. It got a couple of laurels. I'm pretty proud of that.
Nice.
And today is the first day it's officially released. Everyone's like, where can I see it? Where can I see it? Where can I see it? But when it goes through the festival circuit, you can't really show it anywhere. But today is the official day. It's out there. It's alive.
So I'm putting it in the chat for you guys. And if you're watching this on playback, I'll try to put it in the comments. If I didn't, someone comment and yell at me. All right. That's how it works. No, and how long was that in the can? How long were you waiting to drop that out?
Oh my gosh. Well, we shot it back. God, Jack, when was that? February? We shot that the beginning of February. And
that's not that long. That's all right.
Yeah.
Same year? That's not bad.
I mean, it's my very first proper short film. I mean, I've done a million micro shorts, like with the celebrities and stuff and the editorials that I do. They're all like, between 1 minute and 3 minutes. And we make little baby movies together to go along with the photography for our magazine shoot.
You're talking like 60-second bangers or?
Yeah, just like little films. Like if I'm getting asked to shoot a celebrity for a magazine and we have to do both video and stills, I'm going to make sure that the little video is like a little story. It's got a storyline. We've got VO. Hello. So I've got like a million. I know. I'm talking.
It's the worst setup. When I designed this, I didn't put this into.
I'm sorry.
No, it's me. I look, when I built this, I was like, we're gonna use this in every angle, every way. And then when we did the first episode, I was like, wow, this is gonna be rough.
Everyone's talking back here.
Well, you know, it's a live store and everything like that. But
Yeah.
um,
So I've got a million of the micro shorts, but a proper short film. This is like 14 minutes, I think. This is the longest one I've done.
yeah.
And man, that was hard. We shot in one day. And I had to shoot the Leica SL3S campaign video at the same time because we were shooting the short film.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
And then we also had to do the interview of like, hey, so this is how we shot this, and oh my god, I love this, and so the interview about it. So we had to do everything on the same day, and we only had the location for 11 or 12 hours, and that was from like loading gear to wrapping out.
Yeah, that's so you're really talking to like 9 hours.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Everything, three videos and a 14-minute short film.
But once you get over that, it's like a callus you build, right?
Oh my
You're like,
god. I
next one's
honestly,
whatever.
I
Next
can't.
one-
We had to go so fast, and like, yeah, we had a storyboard and we worked on it. We were like working on things and like how we wanted it to look and shots and lighting. But once you get there and you're running so fast, I can't even really tell you what the movie is about anymore. I don't know. So at this point, I'm like, whatever you think it is, that's what it is.
How many social media managers did you deck that kept like creeping in on your set? Well, you know somebody was filming BTS the whole time, and then you're gotta like.
Everyone was pretty well
Yeah?
behaved, actually.
All right.
Yeah, it was nice.
I've just seen such horror stories in this era where you're trying to work and then somebody with a phone comes like right in front of what you're doing.
I do have horror stories about music videos about that. Yes.
Her eyes
yes, I
just
do.
went like this.
Yeah. No, music videos,
Oh,
100%.
music, yeah, for sure.
I was shooting. I've shot everything that I've ever shot, whether it be a music video, a short film, anything. Everything has been on one of my Leica SL cameras, and I remember shooting a music video with zero budget, and her team was so mean to me too. like the label was so mean, screaming at me. I'm like, I'm literally doing this for free. You need to be a lot nicer to me. So we're shooting in a church, like a real church.
Do you think that's why they treated you like that though? 'Cause
Oh,
they didn't see value
100%.
in you?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I had to like bump up my rate a little bit. People were a little nicer.
You're gonna pay me $1 now.
A dollar extra. But we were shooting in this church, and again, it was just barely enough time, and we had all these things we had to shoot, and her friends were getting drunk in the church.
Wow.
And her friend put her camera in front of my camera while we were rolling. And by the way, I was directing, DPing, editing, doing everything by myself. I had 2 assistants to do lighting, and that was it. And when my husband was producing, God bless him, that was the team. So we have no time, no money, and everyone's doing things for free. I'm pulling like all the favors I can for this girl. And her friends are just getting drunk and, putting her camera in front of my camera while we're rolling and then posting the next day. And I was like,
insane.
man,
That's awful.
I'm not going to work with you.
So what was
again.
the drive then? If you were all in on it, you were basically running everything. You weren't making money. What was the drive for that? Were you like, I'm doing this. I'm going to make this happen one way or another? What was the goal here?
I really believed in the artist. I thought she was really cool.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
she was really, really cool.
That's noble.
She's like spooky too. And she had I thought, she had potential for growth, and we were in alignment visually. And so I really wanted to make something cool for her that I also liked. So
Spooky kids.
we like spooky stuff,
Well, I don't think people realize what goes into something like that. They all, especially like, I don't know what it is with musicians, but they just think it's like a game sometimes. And
Yeah.
they never drop character to get serious until they're actually professional.
Yeah.
Right. So then you're there going like, time's ticking. I'm trying to get this, or I don't get this now. Get on mark. I'm out of focus.
I'm like, I don't think you understand how much is on the line right now. Like, it's really, really stressful. I'm about to cry. I'm like, don't cry on set.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to get through this, especially when you're a team of 3 people and they want the music video to look like a $500,000 music video,
Yep.
which it did. Oh my God. And they wanted that, by the way, they wanted that music video turned around in 24 hours because they weren't sure if it was going to be too much for the audience. So like, we need to see a first cut. And like, we just shot it. We just wrapped at 8 a.m. And they're like, yeah, but we need to see it tonight.
That's people that have never really done this. That's what that is.
The,
They just
a
don't get it.
label, please tell me that's not their first music video. Like they know better.
I think
But I did it.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
think they probably looked at you like, oh, so you're trying to make a name. Like, you better do everything we say so that we don't have like a bad reputation. Like, they probably leaned on a lot of that. It's really strange. You think when you charge less, you get leniency, but you actually don't. You actually
No.
get strangled more.
It's the worst. It really, really, really is the worst. It's like the most expectations, the meanest clients, like the most amount of deliverables, the shortest amount of turnaround time, and it's the biggest pain ever. And it's the most traumatic experience. I'm still traumatized
I
by
can
that.
feel
And
it.
that happened.
You're radiating. It's wild.
And that happened like 5 years ago. And I'm still like, oh my God, you know, and I'll never let myself go through that again. Or you try not to. But
So I get this sense that you're leading up to doing a feature film. I get this feeling that that's where you're going.
we want the Oscar one day.
Okay.
Right? That's the
So that said,
best director Oscar one day. This is what we're working for. To whatever.
clip this moment.
Whoever's listening, whatever entity is listening, we want the Oscar, please.
Spooky kids want the entity.
Mm-hmm.
So feature film, what genre do you want to go after? What topic? What feel? I mean, I know the feel, but
Yeah, dark, obviously, thriller. I don't know. I think Hereditary was robbed.
okay. All right.
You know, that should have been at least nominated for something in any category, especially Best Actress.
What'd you think about Midsommar?
I loved it.
So
I'm not a big lover of everything after that, though.
I'm conflicted about it. I think it had so many of the typical paint by number notes of horror, but then the filmmaking part of it was amazing. It's like, well, this is a horror movie in broad daylight is so hard.
I think about that all the time when I think about that film. Yeah.
And then I think about like how they made her clothes represent how she was fitting in.
Yeah.
She was like, her clothes didn't fit in the beginning, and then as she fit into the cult, she looked amazing. And I'm like,
And then she ran the whole thing.
and then she ran the whole thing.
Yeah.
Everybody was shoving this movie down my throat. When a horror movie hits this like level, I don't know what it is about me, but everyone just shoves it down my throat. I guess maybe there's that special effects stuff, but I'm like, tell me why is this on a pedestal for you? And no one could really do that. So I felt like there was a phenomenon of like the Emperor's New Clothes kind of thing, but it was a good movie. But Hereditary, I think, was superior.
Hereditary, it's one of my top 3 favorite films of all time.
What are your top 3 favorites? Ooh,
Well, now
boy.
that you've asked me.
Well,
I
you
don't-
just put it out there.
Oh, no.
What do you? I got to fill an hour, lady.
Well,
Come on, what are we doing?
Well, now that you've asked me, like, of course my mind goes blank, but like, I love Revolver, Guy Ritchie.
Oh wow, okay.
I do. I loved it. I
we
mean,
never got a second one.
I know. God, it was so good. That
The
whole
chess
cast.
pieces.
That's the making it revolve around like the game pieces and the rules of life and all of this stuff. I kind of want to do. I know this sounds crazy. I kind of be like I hate when people say I want to be the next this or the next that, but it would be cool if I could be a female Guy Ritchie.
But you could be a successor. You could definitely be of.
I mean, Guy Ritchie's
a
not
disciple.
even. Yeah, okay. I'd
All
like
right.
to be the female disciple of Guy Ritchie. I mean, Guy Ritchie's not even doing Guy Ritchie anymore. You know what I mean?
Mynxii, look what you've manifested for yourself so far through all of this at a level. I mean, you're not just like, I'm doing music videos for some random TikTok kid. Like, no, you're a Leica ambassador. You're shooting A-list celebrities in major campaigns. There's no reason that can't happen. I think you've proven that. So I mean, you're going to look at this podcast one day and be like, that janitor in that event space told me. No, I think you obviously know how to put together a crew, put together a project, deliver said project, and at a level. So now you just got to go, I don't know, stop being so lazy. What is this? Let's go.
Investors, that's all I need.
You know, I bet you that's the next thing. I think with people looking at AI, I think there's some weird venture capitalists out there that are going to go the other way and invest into actual human-made art.
I hope so. I mean, there's a huge pushback. I'm not like, God, don't crucify me later. I'm not 100% against AI. I think there are places where it could live, where it could help, you know, our VFX teams, and it can help our post departments. It can help make things a lot easier. So I want a script written by AI? No, we're not going to get a movie. I was like, Guillermo del Toro keeps talking about AI. It's like, you're not going to have a movie by AI. There's something about humans.
Yeah, you will.
You give us, or they're going to try.
They're going to sell it on the spectacle. It's the first all AI movie. People will go see that. They'll go, okay. And then they'll try it again. And then when people stop buying the tickets, then it goes away. But it has to happen first. Like we thought all movies were going to be IMAX. We thought all movies were going to be virtual reality.
Yeah.
We thought they're all going to be 3D. And it's another option.
Well, what I heard on TikTok was, you know, you can give,
Reliable source.
on TikTok was, you can give 5 different kinds of AI an assignment, right? Like a direction or a writing assignment. And because they all pull from the same sources, they all steal from the same sources, you're going to get 5 of exactly the same script. You give 5 different directors the same script, you're going to get 5 completely different movies.
Yeah.
And that is why AI I don't think has a real competition. Will it take jobs away? Absolutely. We're seeing, you know, lots of things happening and lots of things moving. But for me, it's evolve or die, and we got to figure out a way to work around that. But I mean, I think the human entity itself and human creativity is something that AI can never recreate. Period.
Yeah, it's just up to, will the audience still find value in that, and then will the companies make money? Because that's, in the end, that's what happens, right?
I mean, we're seeing all of this awful, awful, awful work being, you know, posted on streaming services because we need to create content, right?
Yeah,
like I'm even exhausted by my own like stupid little TikTok and Instagram algorithm and all of the stuff I have to create. I can't imagine doing it on a level like, you know, Netflix and you know, all these other huge Hulu streaming services. So they're constantly having to create because people are constantly just eating it up. And a lot of crap's being put out there, I think.
Yeah,
and a lot of great stuff.
It's
But
also kind of amazing how much goes into something. Like a series comes out on Netflix, all this work goes into it, and we ingest it. It goes crazy on social for a couple weeks, and then
it's done.
After all that, look at Game of Thrones. Like it was a movie budget per episode. We
Because
barely
of the
talk
ending.
about it.
That's it.
Well, yeah, that was. I'm not gonna.
I'm
That was a
sorry.
little.
That final episode just ruined years
This is
of
what
lore.
happens when the source material runs out and writers have to actually be writers. Look at
Yeah.
Walking Dead. We had 2 seasons of nothing because they couldn't figure out what to do. I mean, it was the most boring show ever for like 2 or 3
I
seasons.
couldn't get into it. Maybe I should give it another shot.
The first seasons were all right if you were into the actual Walking Dead or
Yeah.
are you a zombie? Are you a zombie person? I feel like you're more vampiric.
No, I'm more vampire stuff, less
Yeah.
zombie.
Okay.
A little more pretty, less gross.
So that's
think.
it's really interesting you say that because when
Even
I look
though
at
I do love body horror and, you know,
yeah, but
Cronenberg,
I'm not, this is going to sound so schmoozy, but there's like, you find this beauty in all this stuff, which is like, I always tell people, because, you know, I think we're in the similar vein. I have to shoot creepy garbage stuff, but it's like, I do it in more of a high stylized character way.
beautiful way.
But you find an aesthetic to it. I keep saying that word because it's really hard to make things that people don't want to look at. People want to look at it. I think that's
Thank
like
you.
such an art form, and it's never respected enough because we always just want to sell the pretty, the pretty, the pretty. But like, look at what these scars look like. Look at what this, you know, trauma could look like.
Right.
And I think when you start finding the right audience for that, they're more dedicated. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I think you're tapping on that. I don't think you've hit it yet. I think there's some other layer in you or something you're going to go do. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's going to look like.
Woo,
But I do think it's
channeling that
somewhere.
energy.
No, you can see it in your work. There's like this scratch at it. And I'm like, what's the next thing? I should not be banging this. What's the next thing, right? So
Yeah, and if someone just gave me budget, what I could do, I think every single thing that every single thing I have on my Vimeo was a little to no budget. And we've created some beautiful things. And so I'm just waiting for the right person to believe in me. Hi, I'm available. To do that really special thing, you know? That's all I want to do.
I wish I could pull off saying I'm available. I wish I could pull that
Call
off.
me.
I wish I could pull that off.
You can
Yeah, but if you
hire me.
if you can do DIY, you can do anything.
It's all DIY.
You can do anything.
Oh my God.
We shoot with pizza boxes in here as reflectors. You can do anything.
Yeah, no, 100%. Well, the very first fashion film I ever did was for Leica, actually. Dropping a name again. Sorry, it's not on purpose,
right.
I swear. But I actually drained my entire savings to make that happen, to prove to people that I could direct. They were like, it was still in that vein of, oh, you're a makeup artist, We don't believe in you. What are you even doing here? So I had this wonderful team come together, and we did. I hired one of the art directors that used to work on American Horror Story, and for 2 days we made a pot of skin
Nice.
for our alien character, and it was so gross that I gagged. I was like, "Ugh." Perfect. That's exactly what we need. I am so disgusted by what you're making that I think we're heading in the right direction.
If you can, you got to feel it through the screen. You gotta
Yeah.
feel it. Oh my gosh. I don't. I think it's really hard for people to realize how much sacrifice goes in the beginning of something, and they expect like to go. They're like, look at this amazing photo I took, and now I'm famous. You brought up Guillermo del Toro. His film Chrono. He mortgaged his house, sold his car, went into crazy debt, and he has this famous story where he was He's an atheist, but he went to church and prayed his brains out because he put everything on the line for that one film.
I understand.
But that's like,
I mean,
Kevin Smith did it. I mean, they've all sacrificed because you have to believe in yourself in the end, or no one's going to believe in you.
Well, because what else am I going to do? Like, it's either do this or go find another career. It's like I don't have another choice.
You don't want to hold lipstick forever? I'm sorry.
Or like, I don't know, work a desk job, that's fantastic too. But like, if I don't succeed at this, what else am I going to do? Like, what else is there for me? I would have to start completely over. Like, there is no, I'm not going to make it in my mind. Like, there's no, oh, I'm going to cry. Like, there is no other, that's not an option.
There's no plan B.
There's no plan B. This is it. I don't have a backup plan.
Yeah.
This is it. I mean, there was a music video that we did where we set a car on fire, and I went out of pocket to make that happen because I was like, I'm gonna set this damn car on fire. I want to make this music video work. I promised him a car on fire, so I'll pay for it. Out of my little makeup artist budget. And you do these things because you have to believe in yourself first before somebody else believes in you. Hi.
That's all good. Yeah, but I mean, the way I always tell people is the work gets diluted from you. You care about the most. You have to put the most into it because then the next person who views it doesn't realize how much went into it, so it gets diluted. Then it gets spread around, and people that aren't really interested but come across it, it gets diluted. So if you don't care about the most, no one, and if you don't believe in yourself the most,
then why would somebody else care about you if you don't care about it?
And how could you not respect it, right?
Yeah.
And I think once people see the work, first of all, the work has to be at a level. Like, you can't just throw anything out there and go like, but I think with yours specifically, like, you see the work, you go, there's something else to this. You start looking at the rest of your stuff, and you kind of get into it. You become like, I call it like a microfang. Like, you keep on scrolling, like, what's the next thing? Blah, blah.
Thanks.
But then you go, and then that's your base. That's your for surface level. Then you get your fan level where they're like, okay, so who's the person doing it? What they go through to do it? And then the respect level comes up here. So these people come back down to here. Mm-hmm. And that's when you start becoming a real name and a reputation. So I think you're on a track, kid. I mean,
thank you.
I'm really curious to see what happens here. I mean, I very rarely have people on my vibe on here that are like creepy and spooky. So I'm like, we're all right, but I think it's really hard to do that eloquent. It very quickly becomes like B-movie, blah, or 90s 9 Inch Nails copycat.
I'd be happy with the B movie at this point. I don't know. I'd be happy with anything. I just want to keep making stuff, and not that I'm trying to
But this is a great era. I mean, you can get the access we have to the equipment to do the things that I keep telling these kids here that when I was younger, what you have in one camera was like 5 Pelican cases for me. Like, I had to carry on a DV camera, like lights. The power I needed for lights was nuts. Now it's like a battery. Your phone, just start on your phone. Like, you have such access to tools that make it so much easier, and the ability is just so high. But you went with Leica. You're like, let me just get the fidelity level that you started with. It's hard to walk back from that.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, and I have so much respect for all the other, camera companies out there. I think they're doing all like wonderful and beautiful things, and all the other brands really do inspire me. I like the artists inspires me, like the work inspires me. It all inspires me. I just happen to have a Leica in my hands, but I watch what everyone else is doing, and it's really cool. It's really cool to see.
Do you do any research on like older processes to mimic like, tin type or?
I'm starting to.
Okay.
Because so like I'm all self-taught, like I had a couple of friends that helped teach me along the way, of course, but like I didn't go to school for this. I didn't take classes, which I'm actually teaching an ICP class next semester.
Whoa, that's huge.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know ICP, that's a really solid institution in the photo world, and it's here in New York. So what's the class? I'm
teaching a video photography or a video portrait class.
What?
Yeah, so how to shoot.
I want to teach at ICP. What is this? What is this? No, that's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank
that's wild.
you. I'm excited.
A lot of people come through here. They always end up teaching at ICP. It's like this. It's this nexus.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's a
to
huge
be a part of
accolade.
it. I'm really nervous. I have no idea what I'm talking
You should
about
be nervous.
for an
you
hour.
Should freak out. You should be curling in the corner and rocking back and forth. What is this?
I don't know. I'm like, what am I going to? We're looking like this is like an hour. I'm like, what am I going to talk about for an hour without help?
No, you will though, because you're going to be talking about something you care about. You're going to try to explain something and once you try to explain something, it's amazing how that hour just doesn't become enough time.
But then there's 6 of those hours because it's a full 6-week course. So I'm like, okay.
That's nothing.
Whew.
What? That is nothing. Plus, they're going to have questions. Plus, you're going to reflect back on what they deliver as their work for their,
Fair.
So half an hour each class is just reflecting on whatever they bring back to you.
Okay.
Just give them busy work.
I have plenty of busy work.
You know what I mean? Give them Rubik's Cubes and be like, I'll be back in 6 weeks.
See you at the end. I can't wait to see your video.
Yeah. That's awesome. Are you looking to go more in that direction? Are you trying to get like more of an education standpoint, or is this just like a one-time
I just like
banger?
to give back. I like to give as much as I receive. I feel like I'm really
You got
lucky.
a little mother thing going on.
A little
You're
bit.
like, I keep my PAs well fed.
You have to. I want to give, like I feel like the universe is giving me a lot of opportunities and a lot of wonderful things, and that doesn't get lost on me. So I'd like to, if that's something that I can do to inspire one person, and there could be a whole room full, I'm not going to do that. But
No, see, that's where I think we differ. I don't believe in that. I don't believe
no,
you're given opportunities. I think you create your own opportunities. No one's going to knock on your door if you're not out there. So
yeah.
if you're not out there burning your savings on something you believe in to show how dedicated you are, no one's going to take a gamble on you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a huge, like, you know what? This might be a good bet. She actually cares. Let me go and fund something or work on that set. I think you got to kind of own a little bit of this.
Thanks. I mean, I feel like education's always kind of accidentally come back into my
It's part of our
world.
industry. Like, you have to have that.
Yeah. So like, I give a little, I get a little, give a little, I get a little. So
We'll get her in here to do a cool
ICP's, I'm sorry.
She's going to do a workshop here. She'll do an hour-long talk in here. You'll see. I'll get you.
I will.
We'll see.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Actually, we haven't done anything video portrait related. That'd be interesting. I don't know. Let me know in those comments. Let me know in this chat. Also, if you got any questions, let me know. We're hitting time soon here. So if you got any questions, your ex wanted to show you that movie, but then talk the whole time. Is that Hereditary? They talked through Hereditary? That's awful.
Sorry.
So this guy, Michael, actually sent me a glass bottle that was shaped like an anatomical heart. He sent it here.
Oh, that's so cool.
So then I ended up doing a demo where we just shot it. I was like, let's shoot this bottle. Yeah, a glass bottle shaped like a heart live. That was a long demo. So,
but I bet it was beautiful.
It's cool though. It's really, and that's what's so special about this space and the community we built, and they're part of it. Now I've infected you with it. You're gonna try to scrape this off. It's not gonna come off. It's all.
No, I love it. I love the Adorama space. Thank you so much for having me.
No,
I've had such a good time, and you've been such a wonderful host. I was really nervous.
Oh, Midsommar, she talked to. That's fine. You get the gist. They're all dancing in the woods till somebody dies.
Yeah.
Let's get a grip 101 demo. That's on you. When are you coming through, Martin? Matthew's grip. I've been asking you to come through. You're stuck in on the West Coast. What is this? We all know everything.
We love a good grip.
Yeah, we do love a good grip. A demo on ICP? Oh, no. Okay. So what are you going towards next? I know that you're focusing on the teaching. I know you got to write Substacks. I know you got to sit down there and type like this. But what's the next? Are you really going to feature film? What timeline are we looking at?
I'm starting a docu-series with Leica, of course. Starting a docu-series with Leica focusing on women who create images. And we focus so much just on photographers and filmmakers. And I want to talk about everyone that's in charge of making the image, the producers, the editors, like everybody, like all of the women that are in the industry that help create moving images, still images, the gallery directors, people who revolve around image making as a whole. So
is that part of the Leica's Women in Photography thing they do every year?
Sort of. It was inspired by.
Okay.
Inspired by. So we're gonna do a docu-series on that, but I want to make it really cool because I'm so sick of the feminine lens and you're a woman and talk about the differences between a man. I don't care. I want them to I want these women to feel badass. I want to shoot them like men. I want it to be cool and cool to watch. I want it to be interesting. I want it to be shot like a rock doc. I just want it to be cool, man.
I would love if it was just they all happen to be women. And
Exactly.
We don't title it whole thing.
Well, it's called The Line because I don't want women to be anywhere in there, crossing the line,
Oh,
I like this little play on. I don't know. I was trying to think of something clever.
Where is this going to be up? Where can we find it?
It'll be on Leica's YouTube channel.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so
that's free. You can go grab it.
Yeah, so we're going to start. We're in production or pre-production right now. So we'll probably start shooting that in the next month.
Should check out Jennifer McClure.
Oh, please send her my way.
She is awesome. She was on this show and her work is so deep. It's damn, you feel like you're mentally exhausted after hearing what went into all this. And she shoots Leica, so.
Oh, cool. I would love that. I want to spend a day, of course, doing, interview to camera and doing the portrait session. That's one whole day. And then the second day is just me following them around, doing B-roll and following their day and what makes their art and making it this beautiful, beautiful piece.
Oh, you're such an art school kid.
I know.
Real. It's like, I go to MoMA on Sundays. Like, not.
I just got a MoMA membership yesterday.
I had a MoMA membership for a while, and I felt like, I don't know how you feel, but like I walk through all these peasants, and I just walk up and I just go right through, and I'm
The
like,
membership line?
yeah,
Well, my mother-in-law bought me a membership to the Met. And so I was like,
that's a good membership.
oh my God, it was my first gift when we moved to New York, which is wonderful, and I love it.
The
And
cosmetic alone is like worth it.
it really, honestly. And then Philip Penman was like, you need to get one for the MoMA. So I did. And so I just got that this weekend, and I'm really excited.
Phil Penman's awesome. He actually did a talk in here on the Events channel. Street photographer,
Oh, God, he's
really,
amazing.
really incredible black and white stuff.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
And an incredible educator, nicest man ever. Really has pointed me in so many helpful directions. Thank you, Phil.
MoMA versus Met, who wins?
Ooh, it's like tomatoes and
They're two different things, right?
bananas. They're two different things.
There's times when I go to MoMA and I'm like, I can't stand this. I went to the top floor, which is a special exhibit, and one time, I'm not even making this up, it was just yogurt lids screwed to a wall, and I was like,
And I'm not into that, you know. But sometimes they have these really beautiful things. So it's like it's you get what you get from the Met, which is classic and beautiful and always amazing. But then you get the weird from the MoMA. So I just needed a little bit of the
well, you
weird.
get Starry Night at MoMA, you get like all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I would hate to have traveled from across the world to come to New York, to go to MoMA, to go in the yogurt lids, you know. But there was a
Wrong, bad timing.
Do you remember the Tim Burton exhibit?
Yes, I
Yo.
saw that in LA, and that was brilliant.
Awesome.
Oh my God. So yeah, it's worth it.
My favorite part of the whole thing with the Tim Burton exhibit was he wrote as an opener for it, I'm not this deep thing, whatever. I grew up in Burbank. I didn't have museums. I had movie theaters, and that's what everything's based off. He's like, I know what I am. I'm not trying to be something I'm not. And then you go, then you're like, oh, it was just so dope. God, I feel so privileged to be from New York.
I feel privileged to be living here. This is my 1-year anniversary, so it really
9
is.
more years we can call you New Yorker.
Is that what it is?
I'm just saying, you know, I feel I could have been born anywhere in the world. I was born at NYU Medical. I'm like, yeah, Dad, way to go. You know,
You're very lucky.
I'm very proud.
It's really, 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 really a great place to stay inspired.
Oh, I'm not even making this up. So you play a video game on like ancient Japan. I can literally just get up later in the day and go see the actual samurai armor.
Which is crazy.
On display.
And we just went to the Japan Society last week to go check out the red string exhibit.
Yeah.
I cried. It was so good.
Did you go to the Armory show?
No, I didn't.
That's every year. That's a good one. Also, you just got Chelsea galleries to walk through. They had an Abaddon show. I ended up going to by accident, even though I was going. Like, I'm like, oh, I love being in New York. I'm literally looking at an Abaddon print right here.
It's so cool. Like I'm such a homebody. I hate leaving my house. My husband and I play video games all the time. That's what we do. We get.
What do you play?
Oh my God! Of course, all the spooky things, all the backrooms games. We like all the liminal space games. I don't want to kill anything. I don't want to be chased.
You don't want to play Vampire Diaries? I feel like that's your game. You know?
I've never played that.
Yo, you get to pick a genre of vampire with like the Nosferatu, male, female, whatever type you want.
I just got a Steam Deck. I'm downloading that today.
Yeah, so it's crazy because you actually have to feed yourself so you stay alive, but then you have to make choices on who dies and who lives in your life.
Oh, okay.
So it's very, I feel it.
I'm gonna play that.
Also, Little Nightmares 1 and 2, I think would be your vibe.
I have those.
But don't get the third one. It's a heartbreaker.
Oh,
it made
really?
me
And then because there's like a spin-off that's kind of inspired by or made by the same production.
Reanimal. Yeah.
Reanimal. How was that one?
So there's a demo out that actually, if you like body horror, you might really think you might go that direction more.
There's a really creepy one that I've been playing that's like all body horror. I can only play it for a short amount of time because it's like the squelching and all of the things. Like the walls are made out of like organs and it's
What
really
is
creepy.
this?
I will send it to you.
What is this?
I put it back on my Steam Deck. It's really cool. It's really weird and cool, but
I can't picture you gaming. It's so
that's like we never leave the house. Like if I didn't have to leave, I would never leave. I just want to order a pizza and get fat on my couch and just play video games all day. But
I feel like you dress up to play video games. I feel like
no, I've been starting to buy nicer PJs though, so I don't feel as bad to be on the couch for so long. But then I remember I live in New York. You need to get out there and go look at the galleries and go to the shows and participate in life. So I'm forcing myself at least once a week to leave the house to do something that inspires me. That's really hard, by the way. Once a week doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're tired, it is.
When you're tired, yeah, absolutely. But
yeah.
I will say New York, you could walk a block and something hits you.
Yeah.
And that's always my favorite part is it's so random. Like a sticker could change the way you're thinking about something. Yeah. But you have to let New York hit you in the face. You have to just, this is 18th Street. When I can, I walk every day down to the bridge and just, also I stop at like every 100-year-old bakery and get like the best cannolis in the world and stuff. And, you know, it's part of it though. Like you don't realize what weird things do inspire the weirdest things. And sometimes just these weird moments that you remember. One of the things, this is a stupid moment, but there's these vents outside of buildings that look like pipes that go like this.
Yeah.
And then one day I was walking, it was super quiet, which is weird in New York. And all of a sudden it just like sneezed a ton of soap suds. And I always think about that and I laugh so hard. And then it somehow will make its way into something I shoot one day. I'm just gonna be like, you know what this needs? A pile of soap suds. I'll just remember that, you know, because you had a feeling about it, but you never would have come up with that unless you felt it. So I think it is important to go out there. You're always welcome here. Take a walk here, you know.
Get out of the house.
Yeah, get out of the house. Be around some nerds, you know. There's always something going on with other creative people that might get you all sparked up. And it's also important to be around other same discipline types, but different genres.
Yes.
So like I worked a lot with product photographers that I think shaped everything I do with the special effects because it's not skin, it's latex and silicone and stuff. Shapes that, right? So I mixed the portrait and the product photography. But if you told that kid 25 years ago, like you're going to be helping out lighting a shampoo bottle, like this is boring. And now I'm like, I'm so glad I did that.
But
you know?
I totally agree with that. And I was thinking about it this morning, like how important it is to hang out with different kinds of artists and different genres, do different things because you never know how it's going to inspire your next piece or your next thing.
Yeah. I think that's a good place to leave it.
Yeah.
Guys, this is Mynxii White, and hopefully I can get her back in here to do some more stuff. She's not too busy, you know,
playing video
at
games.
ICP and, you know, you got such a wide either end of the spectrum, and there's got to be a middle point for you somewhere.
I don't know. My couch.
Okay, fair. I bet you it's a beautiful couch though. Check out all her work down here. Don't forget to check out the Vimeo page. The link to her short film. Is it a short film? Would you call it a short film? Short film is pinned to the chat. I'll try to put it in the comments as well. Leica, thanks for sponsoring this. And listen, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks so much for joining me here.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been truly a pleasure.
No problem, guys. We will see you on the next one. Don't forget, Daniel is live tomorrow. He's going to be doing your first lighting kit. So if you're new to the game, there's a good demo to get in on. You know I'll be here. And all right, I've been very bad at dismounts lately. I'm sorry about that. I'll see you guys later in the week. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. There are 75 other episodes of this with 75 other people you should know about, as great as Mynxii White. So go check that out. Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you on the next one. Later, guys.